Hello and welcome. It is the 24th day of September 2019. My name is Derek. All bets, trades, and of the like within each's own risk and their own reward. This is a precious metals video. We'll take a look at gold in at 5 2/3. Well, it costs 5 2/3 to buy a kilo of gold. It says gold divided by Bitcoin multiply 32.15. Nonetheless, the price action managed to get above what originally was this level of resistance. It tried to get above it in here. Unable to, but definitely a concise breakout in here. And I got a decent amount of accumulation. I could have got more, but during a lot in here, I bought an okay amount of gold because I felt that, well, gold is going to go higher. On the weekly chart against Bitcoin, after a few periods amongst the 18 average, breaking out after, and of course, the big decline before that. And on the monthly time frame, way back when you needed 12,000 Bitcoin to buy a kilo, and then it was 170, 150. And at one point, you could have got a kilo with like two, a little over two. Imagine that. Maybe it might go under one, who knows? But still, amongst this chart, key high, well, key high now. Maybe we're going to go sideways in here. That's a possibility. But as it is right here, we're below the 18 average, and well, we'll see how it goes. But if we see any weakness going below here, maybe we might go to one, and maybe we break above this resistance and go above here. Bitcoin will rule this chart, though. At least until gold takes over. We'll talk about that after the Bitcoin short-term analysis, because I just have to show the short term here. It's just an interesting looking chart, especially from this low in here. We can see all of this type of action in here. This looks pretty cool. And then you have this little period in here getting above the 18 average of highs, and then it all starts here at what time? 2 o'clock p.m. Let's take a look at this shorter term. You can see on the 15-minute, I mean, before this, it was having an interesting morning coming down towards here, and well, we just broke this level of resistance, and well, off it went. And on the 1 minute time frame, that's just how it goes. Now, gold against the US dollar during the same time looks something like this. It's closed on this market right now because it's 6 o'clock p.m. But wow, what happened here? This is a very interesting situation because a monstrous failed breakdown occurred. And in the intraday session, we came from this high. Now, failed move, you got a clear break of a key support. Not the not the greatest of support, but definitely a major clear breakdown below it. That's enough just based on what this happened down in here. And then a relatively fast recovery, and this was really fast. Not as fast on the way down, but still well fast enough. Big move, correction, huge move that not only took it to resistance, but it got above it, supported it, and it has maintained and stayed above it ever since. But things got a little interesting. So in here we know, okay, oh, there's a failed move, and this thing is probably going to go higher. You see this, and this plan still is what you'd be thinking, that it's going to get to and break above this resistance. It hasn't done that, but it hasn't failed to move yet either. This level of support has given in. This is interesting on the short term because it's not often I like to cover the 1 minute, but this is just an interesting chart. I have to show it today. In fact, you know what? I'm just going to do gold in that video. I'm going to do a silver video later. This will be a gold video only. Uh, so it's interesting. We felt now this new level of support. If this level here fails, where I've got this line, this setup is now a failed setup move. And if we see action down here, then oh baby, this we could be seeing 1400 change whatever soon, fast. But until then, the pattern status for this to have a big move stays in play until it does that. And I'm going to be looking. I'm not going to be looking, but if you're looking to see it go above here, don't be surprised if it breaks out. But I'd be saying it here. I mean, it should have here, and it didn't. So is this a failed great setup? Because oftentimes that can work out pretty good. But until it does it, big move to occur when it breaks either resistance side. Now I've got this line in. I've changed it. I got this for the Fibonacci's. I use the other exchange just so I can use my drawing tool and move tools, and I don't want to do this here since I put these Fibonacci lines in a long, long time ago. And I'm going to keep them in until they're not relevant anymore. At least attempt to. Anyway, so within this on the 8 hour term, this is where it gets very, very, very interesting. I just love this pattern. That's why anyway. So you have the resistance which came up to it, and at the spot you can see how it broke the last fib at 1321 and had a concise move to next level, big time. A little bit of consolidation within a different trend, and here you had point A to point B high, so this little bit, and then the third move up to this level. And since then it's been sideways. Major support established at about 1487, major resistance established at 1552 with a key fib right in the middle. And within that middle point, we can see how we resisted it here, supported it here, resisted it back in here. But after resisting it on the 18th stamp on September the 11th, we can see that we came down, had a double hit support test on this 18 lows, had the exitation the 10 o'clock stamp September 20th, and from that point on, it resisted the Fibonacci on low volatility, comes back, and now this previous period on high volatility has managed to get above yet another exitation play. This period has got 7 hours and 56 minutes, which it means it just started at 6:03 p.m. Eastern Time. And that's big news. So getting above that, this really does tell me that this thing is majorly ready to go and have a fantastic move. We can see here that within the daily time frame that this move held and stayed above the 18 average of lows. It established support, one decent move, not too small, not too big, just right, three bears at 1482. It didn't break it, thus it managed through time to get to the 18 lows and then through price to get to the highs. And what has it done since that day it did that? It paused it with a little bit of further gain supporting it, and then of course today this was today's session having an attempt to get out in the early stages of an exitation of an 18 band in here, and doing so after making this high and consolidating at this key point really does tell me that we're probably going to be heading off for a decent sized move. The weekly time frame showing a very bullish situation. When you come down, you have, well, from this low in here in May of 19, the May low, you have the exit part on this part here, then this little sideways consolidation, close to correcting through time of the band, relatively enough, even though it wasn't official. And then it has this other leg higher, definitely an official correction here, but it's exiting it now very nice and beautifully. When I see a pattern like this gives me high probability of breaking this level of resistance. And when looking at that level break of resistance, that tells me a concise move to 1669 should be next on the horizon. Thank you for tuning in. Have yourself a great day. Bye-bye.